The hook is, it often had me on the floor of my bathroom crying and screaming. Now, normally that a hook like that, because I use them all the time, my expertise is storytelling. So I storytell consistently throughout my social media. Usually a hook like that would already have me quite a few comments.
Yep.
And there's 1, 2 with me because I commented on the comment. But the picture is very ad-esque. Not purposely, but
Yeah.
it is. And I actually thought of that. Let me pull it up. Let me see if I can pull it up. I actually thought of that when I was doing it. And I'm like, no, it should be fine because this hook is really freaking good. So there's no way that it'll deter it. So this is the hook. You can see it right at the top. So this is what Emily's talking about. So this hook that you see before the see more. Now, normally that would get quite a few people to click on this and to read my story. This was posted an hour ago. I should already have at least 10 to 15 comments for me personally. But this is very like, the story is very vulnerable and the picture is very cut and paste.
So here, I want to, while you have this up on screen, I want to like,
and I purposely, okay, let's just dissect this for a second because I purposely put this behind it because it originally was just the TEDx, which is the views and the comments. I'm basically saying thank you to those that have commented and viewed. And I shared a little bit of my story and how now, because they commented and viewed early on in the post on YouTube, and now the algorithm's catching, and now people who need to see the video are now seeing the video and learning from my story of abuse. So it was originally just the TEDx. And I was like, oh, it's looking too professional. No one's going to click on it. So I kind of put this behind it, which is kind of like my image, my like logo, I guess you could say, of me. And it's still, go ahead.
So now Facebook is not my area of expertise, but here's what I will say. The thing you want with your hooks is you want them on the screen, not hidden in the caption. So the hook itself, and here's how I would wordsmith this, because you're trying to reach people with this specifically, like women who have survived abusive relationships. Okay. So your hook could be even more strengthened and then be on the screen, on the actual image, could say, okay, so it often had me on the floor of my bathroom crying and screaming. So you could, even to be more emotionally driven and compelling for the audience you're trying to reach here, say something like, when I was in, and this is like off the cuff, so this is not going to be perfect. You're a woman in a relationship that feels like bullying, and you often find yourself on the floor of the bathroom crying and screaming, and then you find my profile and you don't feel alone anymore.
Putting that here in the picture,
putting it on the actual image. So like this is where the transition has to happen of, we put so much of our content, our expertise, our knowledge, the way we're like gripping people in the caption. And most people aren't looking at captions. They are looking at the on-screen image or the reel, right? So it's either like the short form video in a reel, or it's the image. So if we're not putting a hook, a on-screen text that is compelling on the actual image, if we're hiding it in our caption, it doesn't mean people won't read it. And we want it in the caption as well, because that helps the algorithm to categorize and like better understand the full context of what we're putting out there. But most people don't see it. And if they don't see it, they're not going to stop.
Got it. So I should have almost kept the whole thing and then just in big letters wrote something similar to what you just said. Are you a woman who?
Yes.
Dude, I might fucking redo that. I love that.
So it would be interesting. You could redo it and keep both up. And then, and then there's your A/B testing, right? There's your like scientific experiment of like, okay, I did it this way and now I'm doing it this way. And which one captures the attention? Which one then leads to, because it's not just about more views and more engagement. It's also about how we connect with people to help them move through our ecosystem, to move through their consumer journey toward working with us. That's like the 30,000 foot goal of each hook.
Got it.
Each piece of content.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so I just wrote that down. So I posted this Friday around 11 AM, so I'll probably redo it and schedule it to repost next Friday at 11 AM, so it's, like, equal.
Yeah.
Dude, I freaking love that. This is why they call you the Instagram guru.